Hello, we're the team at LSC, and we want to talk about something we're incredibly passionate about. Something that we believe holds the key to a more equitable and innovative future. It's called open source hardware. And really, at its heart, it's this powerful idea about unlocking human potential, simply by making the blueprints for technology available to absolutely everyone. And this quote, well, it gets to the very core of what drives our work and the entire open source hardware movement. It's this belief that when we stop hoarding knowledge and start sharing it openly, we create possibilities that were just unimaginable before. It allows innovation to just blossom everywhere for everyone. Okay, let's just pause here for a second because this slide really says it all. I mean, look at these numbers. A $200,000 medical device becomes a $3 tool. A $300,000 industrial printer turns into a $200 machine that can sit on your desk. No, that is not a typo. This is a revolution in who gets access to technology. So you have to ask, what is creating these unbelievable price differences in the first place? Well, to really understand why open hardware is such a game changer, we first have to look at the problem. Right now, most of us are working within a system that by its very design puts up walls. It limits who can create, who can access, and who can benefit from technology. Think about that huge price gap we just saw. Proprietary designs and patents? Well, that's knowledge being locked away behind legal and financial walls. Complicated global supply chains mean we're all dependent on just a few sources. And when you put all that together, what do you get? You get a system that keeps innovation stuck in a few wealthy places and creates an artificial shortage of the exact tools humanity needs to solve its biggest challenges. But what if we could build a different system? One designed from the ground up for collaboration, for resilience, and for accessibility for everyone. Well, that's exactly what the open source hardware ecosystem is doing. Let's take a look at what that solution actually looks like. It's really a three-part solution where every piece works together. First, you need open legal frameworks, like the CERN Open Hardware License. These are basically the rules of the road that make sure anyone can build, modify, and share designs safely and legally. Second, you have distributed manufacturing. This empowers local communities to build what they need right where they are, while still hitting high-quality standards. And third, we can create smarter regulatory pathways. We all saw how quickly safe, effective tools were approved during the pandemic. We can learn from that to get life-saving tech into people's hands much faster. So this all sounds great in theory, right? But the most exciting part is that this isn't just a theory anymore. The open source hardware movement is already delivering incredible, measurable results. Let's look at the proof. Now, a number like 94% is obviously huge, but think about what it actually means. A 94% cost reduction on scientific tools means that a university in a developing nation can suddenly afford a world-class lab. It means more brilliant minds are tackling the world's biggest challenges, no matter what their budget is. That's a game changer. And the impact on education is it's massive. Nearly 60 million students have gotten their hands on technology and learned to code because of the open source microbit. This isn't some niche hobbyist project. This is a global educational movement, inspiring a whole new generation of creators and problem solvers. And for anyone who thinks open hardware is just for hobbyists, well, take a look at this. The Open Compute project, which re-engineers massive data center hardware, isn't just a project. It's a multi-billion-dollar market that's on track to more than double in just a few years. This proves that the world's biggest companies are all in on open principles for their most critical infrastructure. And behind all these big numbers are real stories with real impact. The Glia stethoscope is a clinically validated, government-approved medical device that is saving lives. Arduino is a professional standard that's now empowering millions of developers. Raspberry Pi is literally letting students run their code in space. And the Open Flexure microscope is a critical tool for diagnosing diseases in over 60 countries. This is happening right now. So you can see the momentum is undeniable. The foundation has been set. The only real question now is, how do we build on all this success? And the answer is pretty simple. Together. This is an open invitation for you to join this movement. There are so many ways to get involved, and I want to be really clear about this. It's not just for engineers. Not at all. You can contribute your professional skills. You can participate directly in projects no matter your background, or you can support the incredible organizations that are leading the way. Let's break down what each of those looks like. If you have professional skills, you can make a huge difference. Engineers, of course, can help refine designs. Researchers can provide that crucial data that proves these tools actually work. Legal experts can help projects navigate the super complex world of patents and certification. And educators, you can bring this technology right into the classroom. Your knowledge is an incredibly powerful asset. But honestly, you do not need a specialized degree to contribute. Everyone has a role to play. You can test out a new design and just give your feedback. You can help translate instructions so more people around the world can use them. Even just using, sharing, and advocating for these tools in your own community helps the entire ecosystem grow. If you're feeling fired up and wondering where to even start, these are just a few of the amazing organizations out there making a real difference today. Whether your passion is global health, education, scientific research, or food security, trust me, there is a team working on open solutions that you can get behind. So, we want to leave you with this one question. The evidence is pretty clear. When we open up the blueprints to technology, we unleash this incredible wave of creativity, accessibility, and collaboration. And all the successes we've seen so far, they're really just the beginning. So imagine what's next. What will we build together when the tools to create are finally in the hands of everyone?